Talk about an ugly win, but they won. What is up, Finn fans? The Miami Dolphins pull off the victory 21-17 against the New Orleans Saints. A lot to talk about this game. My brain just didn't want to work. Real quick, though, I do have to shout out the sponsor. That is Sleeper. Go check them out. If you're a first-time user and you just want to give it a whirl, you get a free $20 entry. But if you do want to, really give it a whirl, use the promo code DDW. You get 100% matched up to $100. So the Miami Dolphins pull off the victory. And the fact that I am saying pulled off the victory against the New Orleans Saints is just sad. It is very sad. Another back-to-back, well, not back-to-back because they had a bye week, but another back-to-back victory where the Dolphins barely won against a bad team. Let's break down some stats. Tyler Shuck, 26 for 38, 239 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He also threw a pick 2 on the 2-point conversion. Tyler Shuck, let me just say this to Saint fans, if any Saint fans are watching this. I think you have some promise in Tyler Shuck. I think he's a guy that you can definitely continue to build with. Again, what quarterbacks are going to be out in this year's draft, we'll never, we'll see how that all pans out. But I think I like the way, from what I saw from Tyler Shuck, a lot of his play calling, a lot of his changes, a lot of the stuff that he was doing, the touchdown to Olave, I think that was, played very well. So shout out to him. Devin Neal was their leading rusher, 14 carries for 47 yards. Vele, 8 catches for 93 yards and a touchdown. Chris Olave, 4 catches, 47 yards and a touchdown as well. Tyler Shuck had a fumble for a loss on a sack from, I think it was Minka. And then Sealer picked it up. 4 sacks on the day, 2 from Cameron Jordan, 1 from Byron Brees, and 1 from Chase Young. And the interception was to Kool-Aid McKinstry. Fantastic name, Kool-Aid. Also, your kicker, Charlie Smythe, never kicked before in a game and had a good day. Now to the Miami Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa, 12 for 23, 157, no touchdowns, 1 interception, 55.9 rating. He was bad. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. Tua was bad. He was bad today, looked off. His throws were off. His timing was off. He was bad. And I'll get to that. Devon Achane, 22 carries, 134 yards, and a touchdown. The man is now over 1,000 rushing yards on the season. Darren Waller, 2 catches, 47 yards. Jalen Waddle, 3 catches for 40. Malik Washington, 4 for 30. Tua Tagovailoa had a fumble that he got back. So it was a bad snap at his knee. He got it back. That's what that means. We had 4 sacks on the day. 1 from Minka Fitzpatrick, 1.5 from Chubb Robinson. Good for him. Bradley Chubb had a sack, and Zeke Biggers also had a sack. His first half sack of the year. We'll go to team stats real quick. Boop-a-doop. Dolphins more total yards, but only by 4 yards. They had more turnovers. They had more first downs. They had more penalties. We were even on 4th down conversion rates. Also on 4th down, 3rd down conversion rates, we were even. 4th down conversion rates, we were even. Red zone, they were 2 for 2. We were 0 for 2. And possession, we had the ball for like 8 seconds more. So again, it was a pretty even matchup, which is sad to say because both of these teams, the Saints aren't that good, man. They're just not that good. But Miami Dolphins pull off the victory. And like I said, it shouldn't have been this close. Like, let's be honest. If you're looking at a 4-7 team facing a 2-9 team, it should not have been this close, but it was this close. We marched down the field on the first drive, run heavy, Tua takes a sack, which is what it is. The bad snap drops, down to his knees. He recovers, steps up, makes a beautiful pass to Malik Washington, eventually gets down in the end zone. Not in the red zone, but then Devon Achane runs it in for the rest of the way. After that, it was just crap. 3 and out on defense, 3 and out on offense. Back-to-back passes. Both of those were bad throws. Not running the ball, right? Then the defense forces a 3 and out. We come out, 12 men in the huddle. Then Tua gets sacked, 3 and out. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Like, how many times didn't even run the ball, really? Yeah. No run. Garbage. Hot trash. Then Zeke Biggers with the sack. We force another 3 and out. So it's like, all right, cool. Then we come out. We have an 8-play, 68-yard drive. And Darren Waller was butt naked open. And Tua, for some reason, again, I'll break down the film to really kind of look at if there's any defenders. He rainbows the pass to a wide open Waller who, makes the catch for 34 yards, but it was just it wasn't good. Like the pass was just bad. And I feel like if it was obviously not a line drive throw, but had not so much air under, I think Waller gets more and actually has a big run. Shout out to Cedric Wilson on the play before that, where, it was a screenplay. Not a screen. I think it was like a 2-yard pass, give or take. He breaks 2 tackles. Has gained 16 on that one. Fantastic. But we march down the field and end up with a field goal, which, again, we get into on their 24-yard line, right? So, 16-yard pass, a 34-yard pass, 9-yard run, 6-yard run, right? So now we're on their 24-yard line, a 3-yard run. All right, we're on their 21. It's 2nd and 7. Hey, guess what? Run the ball. Nope. We pass the ball, and then we throw the ball again. Back-to-back passes, back-to-back incompletions. We kick a field goal. We're only up by 10. Then the defense comes out, forces a fumble. What do? The very next play, Tua throws the dumbest interception to Jalen Waddle. Another rainbow of a throw, has a safety over the top helping. Maybe, and again, we'll break down the film on Tuesday, but maybe if it wasn't such a rainbow throw, it actually is a catch, because maybe the throw is so high up and arcing that the safety had enough time to come over. Maybe, again, I'm saying maybe, that's what he saw. But it was a horrible throw and a dumb interception. Again, they give us the ball. We give the ball right back to them. Thankfully, our defense is playing well. We force a 3 and out. Then we come out and we end up, doing something, run heavy. 9-yard run, 5-yard run, 5-yard run, 2-yard run, 16-yard run, 4-yard run. They are working. Run. But unfortunately, 1-yard loss on a run. Then we throw the ball. Have to end up with a field goal, because Tua, not a great pass to Devon Achane, which should have been a touchdown on 3rd and goal on New Orleans 7. Kind of threw it a little bit behind him. Again, we'll break down the film on that. Tua's just off today. His throws were just not good. And then we had an interception. Rasul Douglas, beautiful interception. Was that it? Yeah, Rasul Douglas, just on Miami's 24. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then before the half, we're starting on their 42. And it's like, as soon as a run happens that doesn't work out, because the first play is a 9-yard run. So then it is 2nd and 1. And then it's a negative 2-yard run. All of a sudden it's like, oh, stop running the ball. So then we get a 6-yard pass. And then an incompletion, and then they just let the clock run. No, sorry, they don't let the clock run. Is it let the clock run? Yeah. Sorry, 6-yard pass, gets it to their 35, and instead of getting up and spiking the ball and at least trying for something down the field or trying for something, they just let the clock tick down to 3. They eat up 26 seconds. And then spiked the ball and kicked the field goal. They got booed at the stadium. And, Sheriff Brandon Scherf, nope, not Brandon Scherf, Mark Schlereth, who was one of the announcers, said his thoughts were maybe it was McDaniel was not comfortable with Tua throwing it because he was so off. So he was like, look, let's just go into the halftime up 16-0. I think they should have done more, but, you know. And then the Saints come out and they just marched right down the field. They did whatever they wanted to, marched down the field, scored a touchdown, got the 2-point conversion. We come out, we punt. So we punt, they punt, we punt, they punt. It's like boom, 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 boom. Hit the fourth quarter, end up with a field goal. Which, again, this is what pissed me off. This is where I really got mad, was this field goal. Because we got the ball 1st and 10 on the 11-yard line, right? Because it was 2nd and 1, we get a 1-yard run from Devon Achane, who breaks 1,000 yards. 1st and 10 on their 11-yard line. First play is a pass. Tua throws it to Waller. He puts too much air under it. Waller is out of bounds. Again, Tua was bad today. There's nothing about it. The second down, he throws the ball again. But Tua got pressure on him, so he throws it at the feet of the receiver. Third down, Tua gets sacked by Chase Young. Why are you throwing the ball on 1st and 10 on their 11-yard line? You could still get a first down without getting a touchdown. Your running back has 6 yards a carry, and you throw the ball 3 straight times to end up kicking a field goal. It was like, and this is what I'm talking about. It's his 4th year, and this man still consistently calls dumb offensive plays, and he consistently will abandon the run when you don't need to. And you can say, hey, Doug, you know, if Tua makes that throw, this is a moot point. Yes, but Tua hasn't made that throw all game. Tua has looked bad all game. And if you're Mike McDaniel, the McGenius, as someone like calling it, it's like a sandwich from McDonald's, you should see, hey, my quarterback is struggling with throws. Let me not try to make him make a play, and let me put it in the hands of the guy who's making the plays all day in Devon Achane. No, his thought process is they're expecting the run, so we're going to throw it 3 times, Jerry. Dumb. Just dumb. So then they end up with a field goal. So then it's a little scary because now we're only down by 8. We go for it on 4th down. And now I appreciate this, right? It's 4th and 1 on their 43. I don't hate the call. I don't even hate the play, right? Because it's smart. They brought out Brunskill. They brought out Julian Hill. They brought out Alec Ingold, and your running back is Ollie Gordon. Just massive men, right? You got your 6 offensive linemen. You got your best blocking tight end and Julian Hill. You got Alec Ingold in there, who's a great blocker. And you got Ollie Gordon, the physical running back. Don't hate it. It's just, it wasn't executed. So I'm not even mad at that. But then unfortunately, they marched down the field, and that pass, that 15-yard touchdown pass from Tyler Shuck to Ville, ridiculous. Now, they didn't get the 2-point conversion because Mika Fitzpatrick, intercepted and ran it back. And then this onside kick malarkey where they say it touched Cameron Good's calf. I call BS. They reviewed it, and because Ville caught the ball before the 10-yard mark, and they're out here saying, oh, it touched Cameron Good's calf. I beg to differ. That ball did not change its trajectory, but that's what they said. March down the field. They go for it on 4th and 1. Dumb call. Saints fans, I'm sorry. Kellen Moore. It's 4th and 1. How much? You got 1 timeout, and it's 35 seconds left. You got 1 timeout, and you QB sneak it? You need a touchdown. We're at that point, we're up by 4. You needed a touchdown. So say you do get the first down, and in a QB sneak situation, they're just going to lay on them. You got to pile them in. They're going to take their sweet time getting up, which is going to eat up clock. So you have to call a timeout, right? As soon as they say it's a first down, boop, 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 you got to call a timeout. So now it's probably about 30 seconds, no timeouts. You're on the Dolphins 35. You got to, it made no sense to me. It was a dumb call. And that's why the Saints are where they are. It's just a dumb call. But the Dolphins won. Again, they snuck away with a victory against a bad team. Back-to-back weeks. Back-to-back games, I should say, not weeks. Where we eke out a win against Washington because their kicker missed the field goal. And we eke out a win against a Saints team that's not good and probably going to be picking top 3. His team is just, again, hey, we're 5-7. We're going to go face the Jets, who, let me check if they won. I think the Jets won while I'm finished recording this. The Jets did, in fact, win. Good for the Jets. We're about to face the Jets in my neck of the woods. It's cold. It's going to be like 30 degrees. And you're eking out these bad victories. At the end of the day, if you're the owner, Stephen Ross, and you're looking at these victories, right? You got the first Jets victory. It was a victory, but we eked one out. Then you have the Falcons victory. Beautiful, destroyed them. Bills victory. Beautiful, destroyed them. 3 out of your 5 victories have been like against bad teams. I don't know, man. Again, a lot of mistakes that are happening here, like the 12 men in the huddle, like the, all these bad calling of timeouts and bad challenges and this and that. It just doesn't make sense to me why, after 4 years, you're still making these mistakes. So we'll see. We'll see how this all pans out. I don't think there really is much of a difference in the draft order. Now we're 12th. We're picking 12th. I'll show you real quick. We are picking 12th. So we were 10. Now we're down to 12 because we won. We're 5 games. Jets won. Drop them down to 6. Your top 5 is different now. Quarterback needy teams. Your 2 right here. Your 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. Texans won, which puts them down here. And yeah. So that's your draft order right now. I'll talk more about this tomorrow and all that stuff, but comment below. We got a victory, and I said this in the live stream. Don't worry about the draft picks. It's not about where you pick. It's about who you pick. I said that in the live stream. We've seen teams pick in the top 5 that have missed on the draft picks because they didn't pick the right guy. And if you could go back in time, I'm pretty sure, they would take Josh Allen in the top 5. They would take Patrick Mahomes in the top 5. So it's about talent assessment, and that's where the Dolphins need to make the right decisions in hiring in the front office. So comment below, let me know what you guys think. I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the victory. Like usual, stay classy. Fins up.